CMP near Maple Park. It's near this complete breakfast. This is not our life. Hard cider for a hard life.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
You ever notice how our crew's a lot like that crime family from The Masked Marketeer?
Then Nyoka is...
You remember Kneecaps? Big, square-looking bruiser, prize fighter, drinks like a fish. That's Nyoka.
We're in orbit over Cascadia, Captain.
I can take a hint.
It ain't right. How many good...
A Manta Queen.
Yeah, we felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands.
A total failure, then. So much for the ruins.
And hell only knows where the Van Oys are. They never showed.
I'm sure they're... let's talk later. It seems we have company. A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts. The truth that I have come to learn and embrace since shedding the corporate yoke. Out here, we survive by the sheer strength of our spirit. We have no need for the endless rules and red tape of a corporate structure.
We do seem to burn through endless ammunition and medical tape, though.
Yes, well, such is life. Our descendants will enjoy safety and luxury, but our generation is the foundation on which that future is built. Now, why have you come? Awakening is available to all whose minds are ready to...
I would like to know what you think Bakonu meant when he wrote, "Your work is to discover the truth, and then with all your heart, give yourself to it."
Ah, how refreshing to have a scholar among us. Bakonu's text simply refers to our entire purpose, assisting the universe in realizing its own truth. Let it guide us as it will.
It refers to giving oneself over to the plan. It is not some paean to an invisible creator in the sky.
Were there a truth to the grand plan in the first place, I and Bakonu might agree. But what we see as divine purpose is just one facet of the universe figuring itself out. To quote, "As a child looking at the leg of an elephant, unable to view it whole, we mistake the tiny scope of our understanding as the unfathomably large purpose of the universe."
You're not completely full of shit, I'll give you that. Even if you do twist things beyond recognition to suit your own beliefs.
Were my teachings beyond recognition, I dare say I wouldn't have a small army of followers who understand and believe.
I owe you an apology. I expected you to be a complete idiot. I'd say you're actually more in the 25% idiocy range.
Likewise. Now... the point of no return. When your mind fully opens... For many, it is the first brush with the cold of death, when they realize that all of their lives have boiled down into the single truth of that moment. Mine was witnessing my friend and colleague transform into the very evil we sought to combat. Now he runs MSI, just like the overlords before him. Sanjar Nandi, he leads MSI out of Stellar Bay. Such a shame, the way his sensibilities have been corrupted over time. Ah, the Eternal. We are all part of the consciousness of the cosmos. Each of us plays a tiny role in the universe's continual journey toward understanding itself. You and I, and the rats and the mantis swarms. Divinity is in us all, and the Eternal is that divinity. Everyone, regardless of ability to believe, is another fact.
Ability to believe? I think you mean inability to tell fantasy from
Let us be clear. Neither of us can lay claim to being knowledgeable on this topic. It is a matter of belief. It is not as if OSI... Regardless. Not in the sense of a single entity, fashioning the universe as a whittler fashions a flute. The universe came into being over time, organically, naturally, and without purpose. In that sense, I suppose you could say that, in the interest of finding its purpose, the universe itself created all living things.
The universe doesn't need to find its purpose. It is a mathematically perfect equation that gives mankind purpose.
That we'd consider ourselves in any way capable of understanding the universe, much less an equation that drives it, is nothing but hubris. All right. The iconoclasts are free folk. We live under our rules, motivated by our own beliefs, all petals on the same flower of enlightenment. Meanwhile, the board strangles the will of its workers. It is the penultimate exercise of a poisoned society where people are enslaved by a corporate ladder. We seek to replace their way of life with ours. Philosophism is the key to unlocking their shackles. This is not anarchy. Society requires structure, Captain. It is just that the board's structure is killing the colony. Ours will not. I'm sorry. As long as it's been, I'd still rather not speak of it. That was a painful... All people are part of the Philosophist family. I've come to accept that, along with the additional weight of their deaths. Why? Stop. No. Spreading the truth is the only way to combat the board's poisonous campaign of propaganda against their people. I realize the board has blockaded our efforts, but Devil's Peak is an interplanetary radio tower. Surely somebody is listening. Surely?
You are quite assured in the idea that any who hear your message will not immediately change stations upon realizing what utter rubbish it is.
Graham, we should be focusing on survival anyway. Food, ammo, and medicine. Maybe now's the time to pivot.
Pivot, huh? If radio isn't working, we might try another way. It seems the Captain's timing is more than just serendipitous. It must be fate. I've had my sights on an old printing press for some time. The board uses magazines and advertisements to subtly focus the colony's attention. We will use their tricks against them.
Wait, that's not what I meant.
Help me clear out and repair the press, and I will have no need for that rust bucket of a radio tower. Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Wait, where is Huxley?
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead. One of our sympathizers, a woman named Carlotta, periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store. Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup. She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north. Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but they're precious.
I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, If you need me, I'll be... Nice day, huh? For Monarch, anyway.
Nice.
Never change.
Damned philosophists. When you've got a moment, I'd like to talk to you about something. I've been mulling over everything with Graham and the Iconoclasts. Upon further reflection, Graham's...
Também acho ele é bem ciente.
But in other ways, he's worse. I'd urge you to be careful in future dealings with him, Captain. He's an unhinged zealot who lacks awareness of the consequences of his choices. I wouldn't trust him to lead a crew, let alone a town-wide cult. As much as I usually appreciate the board's approach to governance, in Monarch's case, they aren't really running anything so much as leaving everyone to rot.
O conselho tá fudendo, a menos que você concorde com ele.
Of Monarch should be forced to evacuate. Or Zora is militant, unbending, and ruthless,
Zora.
for sure. I'd be hesitant to oppose her, but she gets results, and she doesn't suppress intelligent discourse.
Quem é
I can't say I
Zora?
agree with the Iconoclasts, but Zora has what it takes to...
Ok, entendi sua reflexão. Agora eu nem sei quem é Zora, viu, mano? Te falar, não me lembro. Muita coisa esse jogo. Bem, ali. Olha que legal. Um depósito.
Hey, I know you. Boss says you've been real helpful lately. But, we got this handled. We appreciate but do not require your assistance. That's my nice way of telling you to sod off. I don't know what your angle is, but... all right. Be sure to tell her how hard it was to fix the generator. You know, after you're done fixing it.
A Zora é aquela do lado dele. Porra, irmão. Olha. Porra, eu liberei uma porra de um lugar. Caralho.
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
Saí, fechei. Cara, acho que eu matei uma galera com gás. Bem estranho. Então qualquer coisa você já sabe que tem um bagulho aqui.
Too quiet. Hello? Yeah, and for the 100th time, who are you? Oh, finally! Tell Graham that this is the last one I'm doing. Sanjar's declared a stop sale to you lot, but even if he hadn't, I'm not risking my neck anymore.
Cara. Ah, depois eu falo com você, minha filha. Pera aí. Nossa, vendi muito tubarão, mano.
I don't know how you got those goons to leave, but thank you. Graham ordered rollers and whatsits, right? For a printing press? Here, take them.
Tó.
Like I said,
Toma.
this is my last run.
Preciso pegar.
You'd have to ask him. All I know is that if I get caught, I'll get arrested. It's an enviable thing he's doing. Free people and all that. I can't live that way. I need my structure. But I respect the iconoclasts for doing it. Law help them. I don't know. Maybe Sublight can lend a hand. I should go. Look, Graham's got a bit or two left in his account. I can send one last drop before I wash my hands. What do you want to... I always took that woman for the sensible type. Good on her. I'll send some along. Give them all my regards. And good luck out there. Don't go getting eaten.
Level up. Missão cumprida. Mano, eu não tenho nenhuma arma branca. Sua frente é difícil de evitar. A energia da empresa não é. Então, ao segurar um botão de ataque, você carrega um ataque pesado que causa dano adicional significativo. Certo. Eu acho que é com... Aqui. Tudo certo, eu matei todo mundo. Que doideira. Bugou. Bugou total. Você viu o bug? Certo, vamos nessa. Continuando, ó. Uai, é ácido isso aqui dá dano, mano. Pensando que era um lago. Tomei no churico. Nossa. Esse aqui tá mais... Meu Deus. Eu sem life. Vamos lá. Porra, consegui. Não tô vendo ninguém. O cara voou, tá voando ali, é? Ok. Esse jogo bugou total sim, porque eu não tô vendo nenhum cadáver aqui, não vou ficar procurando também, foda-se. Sempre bom um combatezinho, pra subir um levelzinho, porque o barril... Ah, mano, tá vendo? Eu vou dormir. Ah, filho da puta. Você viu? Ah, voltou, 190, consertei a porra da armadura, viado. Não quero roubar nada, não. Meu mano.
Bullshit, Graham. They don't just abandon orders, and they weren't at the ruins. Where in this sulfur-sodden hellhole did you send them?
They're on a very important... we'll continue this later. Welcome back, Captain.
Thank the Eternal that someone's got some sense in their head. Carlotta usually schedules the next drop during the meeting. When's she coming?
7.500 XP.
That is most unfortunate.
Tô rico,
This
mano.
cuts off one of our only 2 supply lines on Monarch. Sanjar, old friend, you're about to cross a dangerous line.
About to? That idiot just declared war.
We will deal with his subversion later. For now, we must redouble our efforts to spread the truth to the colony. Yeah? The corporations have been shackling workers' souls for centuries. Workers are glorified slaves to their companies, to their society, to their own minds. Free will has all but vanished. I believe that by freeing oneself from the corporate structure, indeed from the very rules of man, one can find their own truth.
Their own truth. There is only one truth. Free will is nothing but an illusion that drives man to struggle against his preordained path.
The cosmos will someday come to understand itself. We can only assist with our own truth-seeking and hope that by our myriad tiny contributions, we can help usher that day forth. A subtle lesson here, a word about the eternal there.
Eles vão começar a imprimir, né? Ao invés de começar a transmitir, a gente convenceu eles a desligar as torres, e aí eles falaram, não, agora a gente vai imprimir folhetos e pau.
Our very resourceful sublight friends have already agreed to help. For their standard fee, of course.
Eles vão
They'll
mandar.
replace periodicals around the colony with our subtly edited versions. The board's workers will learn of our truth without even realizing it.
Peraí. Deixa eu começar. Terminou-se em mim. Deixa logo aqui os buds. Ok. Yes, it's right. That's okay, it's enough. Let's go. Alright, back to the mission. And now, time to fix the printer.
You did it.
I've already sent a team ahead to scout the press. One of our best. Meet them there and find out if they've been successful.
You sent the Van Noys there, didn't you? Oh, for fuck's sake, Graham! We needed them in the ruins. Our people died out there.
They weren't willing to fight for our cause. We need reinforcements. We need new recruits. The Van Noys saw the printing facility with the same importance as I.
You're lucky they don't have airlocks in Monarch, or someone would have helped you into one by now.
I have the utmost confidence in their abilities. Friends, we must have faith that the men and women we recruit can handle the duties for which we recruit them.
Deixa eu subir aqui rapidinho. Mandei aqui pra a impressora, vai lá. Tá, porra, você viu, eles foram dispostos a lutar por nossa causa. Precisamos de reforços, precisamos de novos recrutas. Os nós deram a mesma importância que eu para a instalação da impressão. Ellie, você tem sorte. Não é Zora isso aí não, você tem sorte que não acaba. Olha, entendeu?
Yes! You're damn right he could have. But he's so obsessed with preaching that he's become blind to our actual problems.
Ele é meio bibi. Bitoladinho.
Get them out of there. With
É, a
Sanjar
Zora é ela
pressing the issue
mesmo.
like this, I have a feeling we'll need them.
Agora eu não posso. Quer até as 8h30 da noite? Assim que amanhecer.
A equipe dos caras que são os Van Roys. Aqui é roubar, ia me fuder. Let's Gomes. Vamos fazer essa porra dessa missão, não tem jeito. Tô com pouco life, viu? Depois eu vou fazer uma boa compra na próxima. Comprar tudo que eu encontrar. Eu já visitei tudo aqui, parceiro. Por isso que a viagem rápida tá marcada. Explorei demais esses... Opa! Ô, é a equipe deles, embora.
We came along and decided to help.
Yeah, that's how we fucking do it!
Talk to me.
Hope you're here to help. We only got so many bullets left, and I ain't keen on using one on you.
Que massa, peraí, deixa eu lavar o rosto aqui. Deixa eu coçar meu olho aqui.
Vou começar a perceber isso. Mas obrigado. Eles falam tanto que eu me colocar que eu não vou lavar a mão nem a máquina. Venha ver. Venha ver. Vem, mamãe. Já tem comida.
Thank the Eternal. We could use a hand. But we can't leave without patching these guys up. Acker here is bleeding out and Jensen can't see straight. Our medic has got our trauma kit, but we got separated. We ain't seen him in a couple of hours.
My professional medical advice
Pague
is to
pela
get out of here
impressora.
as soon as possible. Bleeding might kill him, but rats definitely will.
How many years of medical school went into that word of wisdom? Sorry. Appreciate the assist.
Sarcasmo
Just need to find our
total.
medic so we can do exactly as you say. Get
Encontrar o
the hell
médico.
out.
Certo. Encontrar um médico, encontrar suprimentos, médico, mas é médico. É um médico.
Yeah, on account of giving him the order. He's searching the old settlement to the north of the press.
I've had quite enough of you.
Aqui já morreu. Vai.
I smite you in the name of the law.
Acho que ele já morreu. Morreu, não? Famosão. Oh.
That's the last.
Primeiro eu vou pra aqui, ó, mano. Porra, como é que... Meu Deus. Salvar aqui, velho. Mano.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Porra, eu sabia que o barril ia cortar, mano. E aí, não, a gente tá no difícil aqui nesse jogo. Vamos nessa. Aqui não tem granada nesse jogo. Então o que a gente vai fazer? Essa não é uma boa. Essa aí chama lisca, não. Ah, isso aqui vai ser bom. Rapaz.
I smite you in the name of the law.
Ah! Ah, se fudeu, parceiro. Exato.
I'll keep him down.
I am en route, Captain.
I'm going.
Heading back. I smite you in the name of the law.
Bora, nem trazer eles pra cá. Isso, ó, eles estão colando. Decente. Vai, 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 vai. Vai, vai, vai.
Well done. We're still alive.
Brocou, pivete. Brocou muito. Irmão. Estamos de parabéns. Vamos lá liberar essa porra primeiro? Por favor, salvar o jogo antes que dê alguma merda. Sabia que tinha que recuar. Sabia não, eu tive essa intuição. E que bom que os malucos ajudaram. Muito legal esse jogo, muito bacana. Ô, médico. Rapaz, eu acho que é bom dormir, velho. Sei lá, tá ligado? Pra algum status, sei lá. Eu não durmo muito nesse jogo. Vamos ver. Bom, vamos pro próximo objetivo. Lá o Cacau vai comer também, meu irmão. Te prepara. Terra 1 publicações. Onde tá a impressora aqui? Nossa. Olha o estado pra aqui. Já tem um aqui. Aqui travaram a guerra. Oh, Porra, cara, não era pra pegar essa porra dessa metralhadora não, filho da puta. A gente vai pegar porque aqui tem uma bancada. Eu vou... Já tenho essa, eu posso instalar o plasma. Foda-se, eu vou botar. Não gosto da mira estendida pra essa arma. Não, vou deixar ela com a arma. Consertar tudo e tá equipada. Boa dessa minha arma, vou fazer o quê? Pronto. Ajustei ela otimamente. Porra, agora meti, viu? Eu vou investir em arma branca agora. Ela é longa, ela é considerada longa, essa pistola, e essa pesada. Longa e pesada, então. Armadura de chumbo. Segura que agora o bagulho vem solto, que vai rolar tiro, certeza. Tem uns lagartos, né?
I've had quite enough of you.
Ah, vou morrer. Nossa, olha quantos. Isso. Ai, caralho. Consegui, irmão. Mentira, mano. Aqui é no hard, viu? Aqui é no difícil. Cara, precisa muito de adreno. Aqui por baixo. Eu vou pegar essa pistola que é 74 vezes 3. Mano. Meu irmão, tem mais aqui.
Sometimes violence is the only way.
They won't try that again.
Pegar um lixo. Terry morreu. Bem como insustentabilidade da flora natural para o consumo humano, o Conselho da Abundância Participações decretou oficialmente uma cláusula de perigo que abrange toda a Terra 1. Nas primeiras ações não superiores a 6 meses, Terra 1 será considerada oficialmente território ilegal. Ok. Aquele pico para você saber um pouco da história, que eu não entendi nada. Ah, essa porta aqui era que tava... Claro que eu vou. Ué, eu não resgatei a equipe não, foi? Matei aqueles filhos da puta tudo. Não vou dar essa porra não, meu irmão. Pegar aqui, ô. Ah, não vou roubar não. Uma coisa. Não, é a mesma porta. Eu vou sair daqui e vou entrar lá, velho. Ou então vou falar com ela. Falar com ela.
That was a hell of...
Tell that to the wounded. Their blood's flowing all right.
Putz.
Hey, we're still a...
The truth, yes. And a healthy amount.
Yes, let's. Get us our medic back. Oh, fuck. Well, that's better than nothing. Thanks.
Ai, vamos nessa. Tamo de boa, agora é só voltar pra... Rohan. Ai. Completamos a missão da facção.
Oh, Zoris. If you'll just listen...
No, no more listening, no more preaching. We are losing people left and right. We need to act.
Enough, Zora. I'm not putting the torch to innocent people. Do you want to bring the board's cruisers and gunships down on us? Captain, apologies, but our situation grows dire. Our people talk of foolish endeavors. What news do you bring?
Diga, minha pertinha. Peraí que Kikita... Aqui é a mamãe. Oxe, Kikita, calma. Sou eu, Kiki. Sou eu aqui, Bobby. Ó. Ei. Ó.
Excellent.
Did you find the Vanoid? Thank the Eternal.
We're one step closer to bringing the truth to every man, woman, and child in Halcyon. For now, you can tell Hiram that I'll stop using Devil's Peak. From the pits of our eternal souls. I have much to do. Articles to write, sermons to ponder.
We live in such an exciting time. Let's talk later.
Hey, I need to see to the wounded, but drop by the clinic when you can. I want a word.
Vamos nessa. Clínica. Eu vou seguir ela que eu quero conversar.
Huh. Carry on.
Vamos, ela vai parar aqui, ó. Ótimo, vamos lá conversar com ela.
Hey, Captain. I need your help. We ought to keep it hush-hush.
Vamos nessa, eu vou ajudar.
You know about what happened here, right? The history of Amber Heights?
I heard about that back in the day. Something about pirates massacring the town.
Tá gostoso?
Right. Common belief is that the pirates fled to an old relay station that had already been abandoned, but nobody could find them. The station's locked up, but one of my people found an old data cartridge in a nearby rat nest. It's mostly corrupted, but I pulled a couple codes off of it. One is the code to the Amber Heights gate. I don't recognize the other, but it's similar. I bet it opens a door. Right. The access codes to Amber Heights. What gets me is...
Porra, que
this
decente.
belonged to the pirates. That means they knew someone there. If someone gave them the gate code, all those deaths, Captain, all that blood is on their hands.
Tudo e melhor. Se você puder entrar na estação, legal, uma investigação.
Just a warning. The area is infested with mantisaurs. I'd send some help when we're, preparing for the war. Appreciate it. Here's the code. If it works, bring back anything you find. Supplies are best, but information's good too. If someone was behind the Amber Heights massacre, it'd give a lot of people around here some closure to find out who and string them up. Good luck. Watch out for the taros.
Conseguimos a missão. Vamos ver essa missão principal agora.
Damn near twisted my ankle.
Tropeçou, irmão.
I thought men and women of the claw were supposed to be all
universal plan favors the bold, Dr. Fenhill.
Gostou? Bom, eu acho que vou tomar um banho, uma chuveirada e voltar. O vinho acabou, abri outro vinho. Será que é só voltar agora? Vamos lá. Eu tô fazendo um contato agora.
Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only I take it this means you aren't here for some time. I mean, I had.
Eu esperava animar nossos anúncios com valores sedutores. Nossos anúncios com valores sedutores atrairia as outras corporações. Eu esperava que animar nossos anúncios com valores sedutores atrairia outras corporações, mas parece que estamos soltando esta zero.
Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
down and tally up the costs. How you provide for yourself in the absence of aid.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future. But the tracks the train runs on are...
What? Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, my dear. Returning to the board is your only chance if you hope to survive.
Essa galera da IEM.
That doesn't mean it'll be easily achievable.
Indeed not. No worthwhile plan was ever simple. That's what I always say.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's true. Our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in contempt. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach. And the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly.
Puta que pariu, vai ser sinistra essa missão. Eu vou ter que matar bicho.
And a marauder problem.
Saqueadores, Rapitidians.
If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the...
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. Extremely powerful ordnance.
Never realized fighting the bureaucracy could be this interesting.
Eu acho que aqui pode estar.
It is quite rash. I'll need to gather some supplemental materials.
You do...
The bolt fit... These days, it's over... Saying what, which way? That's just what it's called. It's supposed to stand for something, but I forget. Good enough. I know when the sun... Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some...
Limpy.
dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't... What can I do? I see. And was his delivery... Well, that's excellent. What else can I do for you? You're just as rigid as the old executive committee.
When Graham finally...
Praise the architect.
It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. We need that frequency to
Dessa
reach our trading partners. Indeed.
A gente precisa cancelar.
That MSI be reinstated onto the board. And the first step is getting the Bolt 52. Then it's good that I keep such material. As I hear it, you two, he and his followers call themselves the Iconoclasts. Lawless anarchists, all of them. If anyone on Monarch deserves the reputation the board's pinned on us, it's them.
The man's a grade 8.
That's it. A chance. They've been doing this for years. And well, let's just say I know enough about Graham to be confident that he won't change. It
Ele não vai
isn't just
mudar.
that they drain our people and resources. Every radical act they commit cements Halcyon's image of us all as destructive rebels and pushes us further from the rest of the colony. He's lucky the board doesn't take him seriously enough to keep more than a few UDL gunships patrolling Monarch.
An Earth Directorate assault cruiser would change his tune. It's almost a shame we haven't seen one around Monarch in a long while.
I've asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws. Not intentionally, though that for many years this planet was home to as many corporations. As you may have noticed, this, and as the other corporations began to tally their losses, our leadership at the time certainly wanted to.
And how did that work out?
Most regard Monarch as a lost cause. But there were others of us who saw an opportunity, a chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up. It's humane, but it's also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers.
Yeah.
Even a cursory review of the data bears that out. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pull out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms. Technically, that would...
Quero ir embora.
Very well. It's a... That's... Yes, making all of MSI criminals in the board's eyes.
Eu vou parar. Deixar aqui mesmo, daqui a pouco eu volto. Vamos ver se essa porra presta. Deixando em...